Brighton 2, Manchester City 1. Oh, listen, Manchester City have made a mockery of the Premier League these last few years. So to see them lose 4 games in a row and 3 of those 4 losses coming in the Premier League by their standards is not surprising, but it's really fascinating to watch as a neutral. Is the best player in the world, according to FIFA, Rodri, a big miss? I don't know. I'm not fully convinced. Also, Gvardiol as a defender, I'm not truly convinced, by him. But I think for Manchester City, it is crucial for Akanji and Diaz and even Ake to come back as soon as possible. But having said that, no one will feel sorry for Manchester City because despite a good start, they still lost. And let's be honest, they could have conceded a lot more goals if Brighton were more clinical in the second half. Kovacic was the best player in the first half. I thought he was simply outstanding. Good assist from Kovacic to Haaland, who does what Haaland does. Second half, totally different approach from Brighton. More incisive, more aggressive. And some of the patterns of play in midfield were just a joy to watch sometimes. Their persistence paid off when Joao Pedro took advantage of some poor defending, honestly, to equalize. And then less than, I think, 10 minutes later, O'Reilly scored the winner. But once again, the build-up to O'Reilly's goal was just simply excellent. Baliba in midfield to Welbeck to Joao Pedro. Pedro lays it off to O'Reilly, and O'Reilly showed good composure to beat Edison. So great passage of play there, that one-touch passing, and that's a team that's clicking. That's a teammates who know where each person is. They're not overthinking. They know exactly where their teammates are, and that was a brilliant move by Brighton. World-class goal at any level of football, and you have to say at that point it was fully deserved. Tough start to the season for Brighton, but I really admire how this club is run. They're squeezing the best out of the little talent and resources that they have, and they're playing some really, really positive football. Manchester City dominance, has made the Premier League, a bit of a joke from a competitive standpoint, but when teams like Brighton elevate their game like this, it's worth applauding, even, coming from a pessimist like me. But anyway, this kid in midfield, Baliba, I thought he was superb in the game. He has everything you need in a midfielder: good positioning, neat passes, strong, athletic, and just an overall desire to win every single ball. So he really impressed me by his performance in that second half. And credit to Brighton coach Hartzler, for allowing this team to play. So many times teams concede to Manchester City and adjust their game, but Brighton played the same way from start to finish and got their reward in the game. So fully deserved by Brighton. And for Manchester City, is this a crisis? Let me know in the comments below. That's now 4 losses in a row. I do not remember the last time Guardiola lost 4 games in a row. Maybe this is even the first time. I don't know. But this is definitely new territory for Guardiola, for sure. But yeah, it's shaping up to be a very interesting Premier League season. And let's see how Manchester City do from here. Big game tomorrow between Chelsea and Arsenal should be a good one as well. So interesting times ahead.